Rob.
And
All right.
And Chris, I know you didn't know because you probably were ignoring the fact, but I think Rob G has the football picks from this past Friday.
We do that Friday. I mean, you won a week. Congratulations.
I just want to make sure.
Give him a DJ Alex Teicher. Give him a little theme.
I just want to.
You know what? You can even give him a little bit of mine.
No, this is good. I'll take this.
All right.
Well,
enjoy it.
Only because.
What'd you go? 2 and 3, 3 and 2?
No, Rob G, please chime in.
Rack 'em. Rob Parker for the second consecutive season started out week 1 5-0.
Really?
Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you. And that is my point. I went 5-0, and then if it wasn't for the Lions, I would have been 8-0.
Wow.
On my picks this week.
There's no if it wasn't for.
The Lions, they killed me, but I did 7 out of 8 NFL games with the spread.
I just got a text from RJ Bell. They want you on the show tomorrow.
Oh, stop.
And look what I got. Come on.
He was 5-0 last year.
It don't matter. This is a new year.
And he went below 50% the rest of the season.
No, I did not.
You did the rest of the season.
The bottom line is.
Because you ended up 50.1.
Why don't
Congrats.
you just there you go. That's all you got to say.
I gave you love. I even offered up my theme song for 5 seconds.
No, I want a real theme song.
Oh, my theme song.
The
NFL is copying my theme song. Did you notice that?
I saw that on the broadcast.
Even the mix at DJ Teicher. What was up with that?
What? I didn't see this when this happened.
Your mix was original, right? The champ is here?
Yeah.
They used that on one of their NFL commercials.
We got to make a call.
Yes. Even the remix that you threw in. So
I'm not liking that.
It's I didn't like it at all. But I was 1-4. But this is just
wait a minute, you were 1-4? I didn't even know that. Was it that bad? Which one did you get right, Chris?
I was lucky. I got the Chargers Colts, and they by half a point.
Oh, that's the one you did, right? We both took that. That was the only game we took.
I thought we had a few. Okay, but yeah, I didn't know we were that different.
That's all right.
Look,
Chris.
I was 1-4, 2 and 3 last week.
No, I don't remember.
Last year, opening week, and
Chris, it's all right.
I'm like a great coaching staff.
You know what, Chris?
When I see the first week, now I've got some tape. To analyze, to figure it out, and then from here, it's lights out.
Don't worry about it. The NBA season won't be long. Oh, wait a minute. I beat you in that, too. Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm not sure, because didn't you call the Nets going, to the
Stop
conference
it.
finals?
No, I did not.
I think you did.
No, I did not. No, I did not. All I know is I said the Raptors in 6. All right, let's get to the NFL.
Let's get to Antonio Brown. You brought him up. As last time we left you, he was with the Patriots, right, on Friday.
No.
And the last show we did.
Raiders.
He was with the Raiders. Yeah, he was with the Raiders. And it looked like he was playing Monday.
That was the talk, right?
Then Saturday, he releases the video of a tape conversation phone call that he had with John Gruden.
Which they say that John Gruden allowed him to.
Yeah,
this was previous.
Totally, it seemed like he had broken the law.
Right. No,
and
but
then
it
his
wasn't
videographer
true.
came out and said, no, they called Gruden, and Gruden gave permission, which I think is ridiculous. But, hey, that's what Gruden did. And then it comes, so then the Raiders release him. He asked the Raiders to release him. They release him. And, a couple hours later, he signs with the Patriots. And then it comes out that he hired a social media consultants to consult him on the best way to get out of his Raider deal so that he could go elsewhere. There is suspicion around the league that the Patriots have been tampering, essentially, right? And I think that may be why wouldn't that be true? They've done it before, right? They've tampered with Darrell, or at least accusations,
right?
Of doing it with Darrell Revis, LeGarrette Blount, Martellus Bennett. Obviously, they've cheated in other ways, so it's certainly not beyond them to reach out and set something up.
Chris, let me say this. This is the thing that I think fans, because I saw people rejoicing, celebrating, singing "Ding Dong, the Witch is Dead."
You mean the Patriots fans?
No. This was people after he got released by the Raiders.
So celebrating
that he was out of the league. Nobody wants him. He's a cancer.
Okay, but be fair. There's equally a lot of people equally.
No. But I'm saying like
celebrating him. Oh, he got one over on the Raiders.
No
now
doubt.
He's with the Patriots,
I'm talking about like right when he was released. Like you saw a lot of that on Twitter. Like people thinking. And the only thing, and I wrote a column today in the shadowleague.com, is that talent always wins out. I don't care, and that it wasn't just if it wasn't the Patriots, he was going
Seahawks
to right
the Browns. I don't know what in the world.
And Rob G, what was the other team? There was one other team, and the Saints. That people want talent.
Green Bay, what they should have been interested.
I would have said
Browns should not have.
I know it seems like the Browns are just piling on, but that was before their game, Chris. So they were still feeling good about themselves.
Right,
they didn't know. But my point is, talent always wins out. People want talent. That guy is too good not to be in the league. That's my point.
He's so good, Rob. Look, and I think this is fair. I don't think you'll push back on this. At least I'm sorry. I picked the Chiefs. I love Pat Mahomes, and I hope Pat Mahomes wins his first Super Bowl this year.
What? You're flip-flopping already?
I mean, look, you just gave the greatest quarterback of all time, one of the greatest receivers of all time, a quarterback who has made a career off making mediocre pedestrian receivers great and winning with them. And now you give him Antonio Brown? It's over. I'm not being a prisoner of the moment.
What's over? What are you talking about?
I think this is going to work out. I think Antonio Brown is going to conform, and I think the Patriots are going to win their 7th Super Bowl.
I think, Chris, you are a prisoner of the moment. You're overreacting.
It's not like I'm picking the Jacksonville Jaguars.
You already picked them to make the playoffs.
The Patriots
and you're wrong about that.
The Patriots were already one of the Super Bowl favorites. Now you give them Antonio Brown?
Here's my thing, Chris, and I will push back. I think you're overdoing it.
I meant push back on me changing my prediction.
No.
You limit, right, that's fair. It's a big change.
I'm just saying, here's my issue. Sure, on paper, you can look at it and say, okay, the Patriots look like they're going to win. When they got Randy Moss and Tom Brady went off, go look at the year he had. 50 touchdowns. He was unbelievable.
That's when I first started thinking this guy might be the GOAT.
Do you remember that, Chris?
Yeah,
it was ridiculous. It was ridiculous. It was like a playing Madden or something. Right. It wasn't even real. That's how good they were. They did not win the Super Bowl that year. And if
it took a miracle of God.
Not only that play, though, Chris, but not only that play. Think about this. Remember when Plaxico Burress predicted the score, he said that the Giants would win 17-14. I wish we could find the tape, Rob G. Tom Brady laughs, and he goes, we're only getting 14? Remember that was the big thing because they were averaging 35 or 38 a game. You remember how good they were?
The Giants played well, but it still took a miracle of God. And I know David Tyree well. And he's a spiritual brother. And
God helped him out on that.
Prophesied to him, seriously, that he was going to play some huge part in the Super Bowl. And he was a reserve. He's a special teamer.
And you know what?
He catches on his freaking helmet.
He knew that was going to be something spiritual because not only did he catch that ball on his helmet, he also fed 1,000 people with 3 fish and 3 loaves of bread. He did both.
One of your better. I'm surprised. Look at you with the biblical knowledge.
I know it's 5. I know it's 5. I know.
That's impressive.
I just threw it out.
I'm impressed, though. But, Rob, I get, look, of course, we don't know heck, you could argue the Patriots won't make the playoffs.
Oh, you don't know?
We don't know. You're right. We don't know. But you can't give me anything logical. And I'm not saying this is an insult. What you said at first is true. On paper, it looks like they're the best team, especially with what we saw last night. We can talk about the Steelers being dogs all we want, but the Patriots look great. And now you're going to give them freaking Antonio Brown. So I get you're right. We don't know. We never know. But there's no logical reason to believe the Patriots won't get it done.
But here's the other part. the same way that you fell hook, line, and sinker for the Browns. On paper, they look like they're going somewhere.
Well,
and we
I
got
just
to
said
see
they
them
make the
yesterday. Well,
playoffs. That's all. I mean, you poured it on the little thick.
Well,
there.
but I'm just
Hook,
saying,
line, and sinker.
because I got them not making the playoffs.
It's 1 week.
I wasn't surprised. I wasn't
DJ,
surprised.
Give me some music.
I'm serious.
You just keep tooting your own horn. You deserve some music.
I was not. There we go.
1 week, you really ready to make all these proclamations?
Rob G, he knows I've been down on the Browns forever, have I not?
I'll give you that, but it's 1 week. You heard what Baker said?
What'd he say?
He said, this is good. I hope people throw us in the trash. That'll be good for us. Something to that effect.
You know what?
We'll get to them later, though.
They thought they were going to have a baker out there for them. Instead, they had a candlestick maker. It just was not good.
See, you had to ruin your little
How
run.
about
You
Butcher?
had a couple nice little runs. You had the biblical parable. You had
I should have said Butcher
something else
instead
you
of
said that was
candlestick
good.
maker.
Yeah, that was bad.
All
right, Rob. We threw it out there. I like the AB signing. You didn't say. Do you like it?
Yeah, I have no problem. I'm glad that I'm just happy he's in the league. He's
But
in
you
a
ain't
place.
happy he went to the Patriots.
No, I mean I'm not a Patriots from the standpoint of the way they do business. But the one thing I do admire about them is that they get it, and a lot of teams other teams are putting together boys' choirs.
No, I mean,
And the Patriots
I bet
are
you
about-
every team in the league has its share of bad guys.
But I'm just saying the Patriots are about talent. They are, and that they're the ones when people were like, Aaron Hernandez is on the do not draft list. The Patriots drafted him. When people didn't want Ocho Cinco and people didn't want Josh Gordon and all these things.
It hasn't worked out for them.
No, I'm not saying that, but
they
it doesn't.
give it a shot.
But they give it a shot. Is my point is that they're not afraid, and because of the talent, they think that the risk is worth it. All right, let's get it kicked off with Matt in Seattle. Matt, you're on the Odd Couple, Fox Sports Radio. What you got?
Yo, what's up, guys?
How you?
What's happening?
I can't complain. So, in my opinion, I think it is going to work out. One, because it has to. This is AB's last opportunity to actually make himself a Hall of Famer in the league more than he already is. And then two, this is Tom Brady's last go-around. So he's now got himself a Hall of Fame wide receiver potentially. And if these two don't work out, then there's no Super Bowl for them. AB's just going to, ride off into the distance as what he is. This baggage carrying guy, and then Tom Brady's just going to end up with 6 rings. But
hey Matt, one thing I do agree with you is AB has to get back on the field, be productive, because he's had a Hall of Fame type career already. But I agree with you, like if you keep playing around, it could cost you. Do you know what I mean? People looking at
it cost Terrell Owens, and as many things as Terrell did in the perception. It was nothing like this.
Well, I know. I saw he had something on, didn't he have something on Instagram or whatever, like saying, oh, and y'all thought I was like out there or something like that. Yeah.
Doing sit-ups
like,
in the driveway.
The popcorn and the pom-poms. People were like.
That was freaking child's play. That was like PG-rated stuff compared to this.
No doubt about it. All right, is it Carlton? Is that what it is? Carlton in North Carolina. You're on the Odd Couple, Fox Sports Radio.
How y'all doing, man? I love y'all show. Y'all are awesome, man.
Man, thank you.
Man.
I want the Antonio Brown thing to work, but at the same time, it's the Patriots way. I remember a few years ago whenever James Harrison came in the league for them as a free agent, he had took a selfie with Tom Brady, and little did he know that there is no social media in the building. So if he don't stop that social media stuff, it will not work.
Well, that's a great point. That all has to cease,
right?
No doubt. He's put out his last social media post of the season, if indeed he wants to remain with the Patriots.
Yeah, he just needs to calm down on that, focus in on playing, and not like some of these crazy things too. There's some stuff out there that if you read it, I don't even know if you read the whole thing or not.
Rob, there was, and this was speculation. We don't get into that, but there was speculation that when he left the Raiders that, he might really be having some issues.
Yeah.
Some mental issues. If he doesn't make this work, then I think, again, we're not doctors, but it would seem like there's some problem there.
Because right now, you got your second win, your second life. All you got to do now is just go out and play and be the player everybody knows you are. And more than anything, Chris, to me, he just needs to get on the field. Because enough with the off, you know what I mean, off the field.
Yep.
He needs to get on the field because that's when he's at his best, is when he's playing. How about Spoon in Detroit? You're on the Odd Couple, Fox Sports Radio. What's up?
Homeboy, what's going on? What's up, Chris?
What's happening, my man?
How you?
Hey, I'm good. Well, I could be better. My Lions let me down. But
They cost me. The Lions cost me money. I don't know.
Yo.
I bet on the Lions and they cost me money.
That's y'all fault. That's y'all. I mean, seriously, y'all get no pity from me. You know the Lions aren't any good. Even if you won yesterday, it was still was going to be. It still would have been tainted.
Right. Yeah, you know that. All right, Spoon, what you got?
Yeah, man, that's another story for another day. I'm already heard over that. But listen, man, I think it's just icing on the cake, man. I mean, New England, from what I seen last night and where they whooped up on Pittsburgh, they got some pretty good stuff going. You don't need to tamper with the ingredients of something like this. But this dude does nothing but help them out. Now, if you look at the other people that New England has brought in over the past few years, and they all had kind of like stained reputations or whatever, for some reason these people want to play for Belichick, and they fall into his system. But the other thing about that is, I will tell you, I don't think Belichick have a problem with cutting anybody. And I think they know that coming in.
If AB acts up, he's gone.
And don't forget, Randy Moss didn't work out the second year, right? Or whatever it was, the third year.
He played there third years. Yeah.
Right. The third year was bad.
Right. And Ocho didn't work out.
Ocho didn't work out at all. Right.
Corey Dillon worked out.
There's a lot of them. Everybody doesn't wind up falling in line and playing great when they go to New England. So that's a myth.
But
that
you're
is not
right
true.
That if he acts up, he's gone.
Yeah, I mean, they don't want to do that.
It's a no-risk thing. They're still going to be a contender with or without him. But with him, on his best behavior, they're stacked.
Let's squeeze in Sean from Sacramento. You're on the Odd Couple, Fox Sports Radio. Hey, Sean.
Hey, what's up, Big Rob? What's up, Big Chris, man?
How you?
Real quick, man, before I jump into my point about AB, you know how impactful Chris Broussard's words is, man?
Tell me.
I'm sitting here watching the Browns get absolutely rolled on, man. And my fiance leans over to me and say, "Isn't this the team that your light-skinned dude that you listen to on the radio says is going to be the best team in the entire NFL this year?"
Wow.
I just started busting up laughing, man. So, Chris, man, you making an impact on everybody.
She hating on me?
Nah, she just called it like she sees it.
Flag, man.
Hey, you know what I say, Sean?
Congratulations,
man. Run her to the city hall and marry that woman.
I'm happy that you engaged.
There you go.
Good, man.
There you go. I appreciate y'all, man. But real quick on AB, man, I don't see this dude making it to halfway through the season with the Patriots, man. The biggest thing with Belichick, and y'all touched on it earlier, is just keeping your mouth shut and going out there and doing your job. AB has now made himself notorious for not being able to do any big part of that, man. All he had to do was be quiet and collect $30 million over the next 4 years, and he couldn't even do that. I don't know what y'all see in this, man. I think it's going to be a disaster, and I don't even think they need this guy, man. They need to stop selling their souls for these W's and start looking at their standards over there in New England.
Well, I don't think anybody in their right mind can totally say they definitely think AB is going to work out. I think it will, but you have to acknowledge the possibility that it won't. And
There's
Rob,
a risk.
There's
a risk.
Yeah, Mark Schlereth, I think it was Mark on Undisputed this morning. He brought up a good point. He said, look, in New England, the game plan changes every week.
Yep.
And they're going to expose the weaknesses of their opponent. So 1 week, it might call for Sonia Michelle to run 18 times, or to throw to the tight ends or to throw in the slot more. And AB might only get 3 targets 1 week. Is he going to be okay with that? And that's where the challenge will be for him. Hey, it's the Odd Couple. I'm Chris. He is Rob. And we want to encourage all of you to subscribe to our YouTube channel.
That's right. You can listen to us on the radio, and now you can watch us as well, and it's fun.
No question about it. And remember, oh, yeah!